Hello, 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 hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast. Once again, giving you that flavor in your ear. We didn't do a pod last week, but we got a good pod coming this week where we're going to talk about pretty much every NBA team. We're going to talk about the fact that Jason Tatum is back on the Celtics. Me and my boy YS have been talking about it back and forth. Should he come back? He's back. There's nothing you can do about it. So we're going to talk about the Boston Celtics. Definitely, I got to give him the ISO Joe moment for my boy because he was, he talked about the Houston Rockets and then he brought up the Charlotte Hornets, and I got to give him that ISO. And we got to talk about our Raptors because that team is a very frustrating, but honestly, what are expectations type of team. Like it's goes back and forth when it comes to Raptors. But don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. How's my boy Wise doing today?
You already know every day above ground.
As long as we're above ground, we are good. We are good. We are good. I'm thinking like we just go around the league, just talk about all the teams, but not the teams that are in the bottom. We can, start with the West, I would say. We go through each team. I don't think we need to talk about Sacramento. They're bad. They were on like a low key like 16 game losing streak that just like was really bad, but I couldn't even pay attention. I know Russell Westbrook was kind of coming at some reporters, but like, just normal.
Yes, who cares?
Yeah,
Westbrook cares.
yeah, he's the one people just be attacking his guys. So Utah, the Jazz, they fight. That's good on them. The Pelicans, I don't know about them.
And I was watching a little bit of Pelicans because DeJounte's back, Zion's there, but
Mhm.
like
Yeah, they're just there.
bunch
Um,
of guys.
Dallas, Cooper. We'll probably bring up Cooper when we talk about Con Canepo, but if I had to just quickly say like I rather just give both those guys the awards.
That's a
Rookie
good
of the year, let's just do it. It's happened in the past. I think it's the one award that people are more accepting of two people winning it.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
So, and he's been pretty good. The Grizzlies, nothing much to talk about. I
No.
don't think so. Uh, Portland. Let's talk now. We're talking about some play-in teams. I think when it comes to the Western Conference, the first six teams are pretty much set in stone. I think so. Right now we have OKC, San Antonio, Houston, Minnesota, LA, Denver. I think that's the six teams. The next teams is the Suns. You have the Warriors who were competing against OKC the other night, and then you have
But
the Clippers, right? Let's just go to those first three teams: the Suns, Warriors, and Clippers. Who do you want to talk about?
let's talk about the let's talk about the Suns actually first. Jalen Green came back,
Hmm.
right, finding his footing. The
Hmm.
Suns are pretty decent. They could climb actually. They could take that spot from the Lakers, I feel. You know what I mean? Because I think it's just a little two-game difference, I believe. And
Yeah.
don't play defense. Suns get after it. So I like energy from the Suns still. You know what I mean? I can't lie in general. Like they're overachieving,
Yeah.
they're riding momentum. So I feel they're gonna stay there or swap places with the Lakers. That's how I feel with the Suns.
They have it should be a good matchup against the Hornets tonight as we do this pod. It should be a good matchup.
Half hour. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The only thing with Suns is some bad news, of course. Dylan Brooks is going to be out until pretty much like probably last two games of the season or playoffs. And then he also got that DUI, which the league is probably gonna have to investigate. And then if
Right.
he's out for a game, may have to be out for, if he's out for games because injured, may have to be out because of a DUI, potentially.
So,
You
so
you you never know what's gonna happen there. I do like them too. I love that they compete. I think in a lot of cases, a lot of these teams, they just compete. So I do want to see the Phoenix Suns healthy. I
yeah.
don't think they're gonna get swept. I don't believe so. Even if they were to go like right now, if the season stopped right now, they would face the Spurs. And I just think like, that's like even go back to what you just said. I think they could have climbed up to sixth if they were healthy for most of the season. They how much games have those three guys played together? Like if you think about it, they're
I
best
think
three players.
10. I want to say maybe 10. I don't know.
Yeah, and like that's like maybe 10. I'm thinking like five.
Yeah, yeah.
it hasn't been a lot. The thing with Google has, I have to say, AI has gone so much better because you can
Yeah,
just ask this questions. How many games has Brooks, Booker, and Green played together? Something will pop up. AI will somehow find out something. They have played, it says as of February, so okay, 4 to 5 games. That's nothing.
that's it for
Yeah, that's
real.
nothing for your three best
Damn,
players to play
man.
together. Yeah, that's nothing.
Then like it's oh man,
That is nothing. But yeah, I like the Phoenix Suns, man. I'm glad that I thought it would be much worse for them.
definitely.
They competed. They're a team that I don't know what their next move is, but it's almost like I hate to say if you can trade a Jalen Green for maybe someone older, you should. What you really should do, which I know you don't want to do, and I know the guy doesn't want to get traded, I'll trade Devin Booker. Yeah, I need some draft. I don't have any draft picks.
I know, but Booker has been the guy when your franchise had nothing. He was the only person there to bring people to the stadium. Like it's, I'm the owner of Phoenix. I have sentimental value to Booker. I'm not gonna lie in that sense. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I agree. No, it makes sense. Sometimes, like,
He's still young. It's not like he's old. He's still young. He's still got a good few good years left. Let's keep it a buck. He's in his prime right now, more or less. Like it's, I hear we need draft picks, but
because I'm thinking if I can call Detroit, I'm just saying,
okay,
give me a Soar, give me Stewart. I probably need to trade a bit. Mind you, Booker's contract is so big.
it's like 200. You can get five guys.
You have to get so much guys for that contract. You have to get so much guys, and you have to get draft
As
compensation.
a Stewart ain't getting paid like that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I
Isaiah
didn't even
Stewart
know.
ain't getting paid like that. Like I want to say Booker's getting what would that 50 mm a season?
Is he getting? I swear Booker's getting like 70, but you're
That
right. I think it can't be that high.
damn 70? Damn.
It's a
You
lot
get seven a season. Damn.
because he signed that extension that was pretty crazy. Okay, so
Damn.
yeah, next. Why does it have 2028? I don't want to.
Mm,
Okay, yeah. So next season it's 57 because yeah, it goes 57, 61 to 64. Then it goes like 69 at the 2029, 2030. So you need to get about $60 million to trade Devin Booker.
that's tough.
But teams are, I don't know. It once
They
again,
won't. Booker is a he's a commodity still in the league.
we're gonna talk about the Eastern Conference and we'll talk about Detroit, but like snippet, you can clearly like Detroit needs a second score. What are you willing to do to get the second score?
Duran, it's Duran, but it's not Duran.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, unless Duran can turn into a Chris Bosh with the jump shot, it's not there. It's not that's not who he is.
Swash was such a quality player. Like people do not understand.
Oh, we were just talking about most improved player. He's a guy who can win most improved.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. But I like the Danny Advia pick.
Yeah, like we were. But yeah, so like that's all I'm saying with Phoenix. But you're right. The sentimental value, he's he's been there through the rough times. Like, but you just don't have any draft picks. That's all I'm saying. You don't have draft picks.
Don't have draft picks. He is arguably your best player.
I don't say
No,
Houston.
he's your best player. He's your best player. Offensive player. Yeah, he's your best player.
I would bring up Houston again, but I don't think Durant and Booker want to play with each other. I
No,
don't know. I don't think they do. If I had to guess, I don't
I
think
don't. I don't. I agree with you. That's a hot take, but I agree with that take. I'm not going to front
I don't
because
think it's a hot take. I think they may not. I think I think playing with Kevin Durant and you have always kind of been on this train. Playing with Kevin Durant sounds good, but it's not always good.
until them burner accounts start surfacing, because he's a guy that's he can ball, but he's just different when it comes to team chemistry, locker room stuff. He's just different. Like
Yeah,
people talk about his leadership, he's more like a on-court leader, like show through example leader, and I get that. But if you're the captain of the team, you're clear cut better than everyone on the team. You're the Hall of Famer. You should be a little bit more vocal, a
yeah.
little bit.
or just don't have the burner accounts. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna talk about this next team, the Clippers, right?
Good, man.
Ka-
Clips,
Ka- Kawhi doesn't have no burner account. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi is almost a better leader than Kevin Durant.
definitely better leader than Cameron because he's the bus driver on the
Yeah.
championship team with the Raptors. He was the bus driver. He was hitting the big shots. He went over to Raptors team with no. They took away part of the big two in the Raptors to get him. It was just, you know what I mean? Siakam was coming to his own, but that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Clippers, you got no Garland yet
Yeah. No, he's
playing.
played a couple games. He
He's played a
started.
couple. Oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
wow.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
coming off
wow.
the bench.
Oh, okay. The little minute restriction. Okay, so I haven't seen Garland in a Clippers uniform yet, to be honest. You know what I mean? So I can't even really comment. But what I do know is Tyronn Lue is an underrated coach. Keep it a buck. He has good defensive schemes, right? They get after it still. I definitely miss Zubas on the Clippers.
Yeah.
Like,
They I feel like people say they don't miss them, man. They like who they have. They definitely like who they have
come
over
on,
there.
come on.
I think he's a rookie, like Niederheimer. They
That's
kind of like him.
that's great, but when the playoffs come, you guys gonna wish you had Zubats, for
Yeah.
example, if y'all make it. Like, let's keep it a buck. Zubats was averaging 17 or 18 and 10, and you guys didn't like that on efficiency. Okay, but
Yeah, Garland's played 3 games for them so far. So just really started.
Kawhi is really playing like prime Kawhi right now, which is what the Clippers absolutely need. I'm surprised they didn't really fall off as much as they did losing Zubats and Harden. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. So it shows that Kawhi is really Kawhi locked in. I'm not gonna lie, Kawhi is really holding it down right now. I'm not gonna front. So that's what I gotta say about the Clippers. What about you?
Uh with Garland there, Garland's getting his feet wet, which is a good thing. He's coming back to form. Now will he be like the Garland we saw 3 years ago? I think the one thing that I would almost we both agree Tyler's a great coach. The one thing I'm telling Garland, like, hey, the Cavs kind of dissed you. They kind of dissed you because you were the guy that got him to be a little bit more relevant. You were the all-star. Then Evan Mobley came, and they're kind of like, oh, look at this shiny new toy.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah,
they got Mitchell, and they legit said, cool, okay, bye.
yeah,
Like, they
yeah.
dissed you. On the Clippers, you take a step back, you're the second biggest name on this team.
Easily.
It goes
Like
Kawhi, and then it's you.
easily. Easily.
So I think playoff time, they're gonna expect a lot from you, but you have a much easier time because the thing with Kawhi, he's efficient as fuck. So you can't get pissed off at Kawhi shooting like 25 shots. He's incredibly efficient.
Beyond. Kawhi don't waste dribbles. Like when you
He
watch
doesn't waste it.
Kawhi play, he's just a 2 point. Kawhi's just a way better version of Con Knipple right now. That's all it is. That's all it is. Con Knipple just pivot, jab, step, pull up. Kawhi doesn't waste movements.
Doesn't waste
In the
anything.
legs, left, pull up. Con does the same. Like he plays like Kawhi on offense. If you really take it in, right? Fundamentally like that. So, and I love players like that. I don't need a lot. You know what I mean to get it done. That's why I love Con. That's why I love Kawhi. It's a love-hate relationship with Kawhi. Let's keep it a buck. But when he's on the court, I mean,
Uh,
he's
he's
a cyborg. He's a cyborg.
and then like with Mathurin, they said that Ty Lue told Mathurin, "You'll be yourself." And Mathurin, when he gets on the court, he doesn't see a shot he don't love.
Bro, what's my boy's name? Thomas.
Oh, okay, yeah, 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 I can see
Cam Thomas. Yeah,
those are
yeah.
countdowns. I see that. I see that. Yeah,
Right.
and like they need it on that squad. So if you have the defense with Dunn, Nina
Yeah.
Heimer, like if you have Batum who can kind of play, Batum can hit some not clutch threes or like sometimes he be doing too like he's counted on to do some things and you shouldn't count on him. But like at the end of the day, like I do believe in this Clippers. I do think they'll be the eighth seed. I think they'll beat the Golden State Warriors in a play-in game. I
Yeah.
think they have and I hope it's the Clippers. Like I don't want to the 8 teams I want to see the seventh and eighth. I want it to be Phoenix and the Clips. I don't really want to see Portland. I don't want to see Golden State.
I'd rather see Portland than Golden State, definitely, but I don't want to see Golden State. Like I think it's not that I don't like Golden State, it's just I don't know anyone on the squad like that.
I was
Right.
literally gonna say the same thing.
They're all
I
I'm watching the game of the day against OKC. I'm like, who are these guys? You know what I mean?
But they're
And
competing. I'm like, I like the fact that they're competing. I like
they're
that.
definitely competing. Santos does his thing, and you know what I mean. But I'm just like, you're telling me Kuminga could not get into this rotation is still
Makes you think. Makes you
kind
think.
of like
You're
it's
telling me you couldn't say Kaminga, you're like, especially when Jimmy Butler got hurt. You couldn't say, yo, we even forget Jimmy Butler getting hurt. You couldn't just say the to the 23-year-old player, we need 18 points a game from you, even with a Jimmy with a Steph.
yeah, you're
Like you
gonna get
couldn't do it.
successes to your team.
You're telling Pods you keep shooting as much as you want to, but Kaminga, you need to relax yourself. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't have much to say about Golden State. I don't know.
Me neither. I really don't know what to say. Just like what we said, we don't know anyone. They're a bunch of young guys. They compete, and
Yeah, so let's go to the top six. Let's go to the sixth team in the Western Conference as we're doing this. The Denver Nuggets, who in the last 10 games are 5-5.
mm,
They have been struggling, especially since Jokic is back. This team has not been good.
mm,
And there's
mm, mm,
I don't know. I think it's one of those everyone's kind of back with health, and then then a guy gets out. Now Murray's injured, and it's like, damn it, this guy was not he's pretty much healthy all year.
he was
Just for him to be injured 20 games to go into the season.
it healthy all year, averaging most he's averaged in his career too, right? And we'll see how he's going to be when his playoff time comes because you know they can only do so much with Joker, right? They can't get over into that championship run without Murray. Let's keep it a buck,
They
right?
can't. They can't. They can't. They say he's day to day, but I think like because you have past injury history with this person, you don't want to rush him into anything. You don't want to rush him into anything. And you need Jokic to, kind of get back. Like think about it. Murray played 59 games. 59 out of the 64 games. That's like
That's
that
not
was
normal Murray. That's
you know
not
what
a
I'm
normal
saying?
Murray. Now it
Especially beginning of the season, that's like he was on pace of playing 70 games this season.
Murray don't do that. Maybe rookie season Murray.
So I don't know. Payne Watson's hurt. Like Cam Johnson has been hurt. Christian Braun's been hurt. Luckily, I think they got Aaron Gordon back. It's just a team that's been a little bit hobbled, but still a team that like 7 game series. Oh, no matter what, you're
Healthy,
taking to a 7 game series. Like,
healthy. I'm scared.
oh,
Nuggets.
terrified.
I'm
Yeah.
scared. Healthy Nuggets 7 games. I'm scared. Let's keep it a buck.
I look at them, the only teams I think can beat them in a 7 game series, and correct me if I'm wrong. Like, tell me what you think. The only team that can beat them in a 7 game series is OKC and Minnesota. The only teams that can beat Denver in a 7 game series.
Do you believe in Spurs? I guess not.
No, no, definitely not. Not this year. Not this year. We'll
Okay,
talk about
okay.
them, but like not this year. Not against
You don't
playoffs.
believe in Houston.
Sorry.
You don't believe in Houston.
We'll get to them. We'll
Okay.
get to them. Because I really want to like Houston. I
For
love certain things.
honestly, I agree with that take though. I agree with that take because Spurs. I've seen where they look lost on offense without Wemby, right?
Mhm.
I've seen that. You know what I mean? I've seen with Houston without a real point guard, which I'm seeing now. Oh, the Admiral's in the building. Shout out to the Admiral. What I see now,
Yeah, this
I'm,
game's getting ugly.
it's nasty. 24,
It's about to get ugly. Yeah.
right? They're getting steals. Here's, yeah, yeah. I could agree with that take. Those two teams, I could agree still.
Right. So like
More agree with Minnesota the most. Actually, OKC, obviously OKC, but yeah.
and the thing is like those are 7 games. Like you can't beating Denver in a 5 to 6 game series. Who got hurt? Just tell me.
That's really it. Or who got suspended?
That
That's
has to
really
be.
it.
Jokic
When they
did he play?
went to OKC, I think the last year was 7 games.
Yep.
It was a slugfest, 7 games.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Slugfest.
Yep. So like
Then OKC faced Minnesota, and Minnesota, they went, I think, 7 games too. Was it 7 games?
I think they did 6.
Six?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And yeah, no, I definitely.
That's the different. Ant-Man gets a level up every year, so
That guy,
he's there.
he's true future. Lakers.
Oh boy, man, Lakers. Where to begin? I'm gonna keep it short. The Lakers. Three things y'all need to work on: defense, defense, defense. Like
I think you forgot something. You forgot defense.
that's
Because
not gonna work unless y'all make trades. But there's
you
we're
know
not
what I'm
so
saying? Today they beat the Knicks, right? And like
surprising.
in the beginning of it, that's when I watched that game more than the Raptors game. In the beginning, Doris Burke kept talking about DeAndre Ayton and how much he has to like show effort. The way I feel, at one point, I'm like, yo, just leave the man alone, dog. You're attacking the guy at this point. Like, oh, he needs to show this much effort. Da, 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 da. I agree. We all
I
can
agree.
agree.
I was about to say I agree because I'm
Like,
like
we
Ames out there
all
doing
think the
cardio
man could be better. We all agree. There's no doubt about
because
that.
he's a Clint Capella, but it's like that's what he feels his role is. So hey.
If you were Clint Bell, the team would be better. Let me tell you, the team would be better.
Because you'll be getting to the rim and you'll be blocking shots and rebounding.
Didn't you be playing defense? And the thing with them, it's funny when two guys are on and there's a guy missing out of the three guys, they always play well because they have more defenders around them.
Yeah, exactly.
Luca and I said what 2 weeks ago that I would not keep Austin Reeves. I'll somehow do like a signing trade for
Yeah,
I'll do what I because I'm trying to build. I have to build what's best for Luca, and what's best for Luca is a bunch of defenders, right?
definitely. Let LeBron walk, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's like already how much cap space?
A
No
ton,
LeBron, no
a
Austin.
ton of cap space you have.
And then you can get defenders and you get them for the low. You can get some guys on a two-way contract, maybe. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Put them in the lineup. Like you guys are missing Dorian Finney-Smith.
You're missing like all these like nice wing defenders. Vanderbilt's a really good defender, but because he's so not reliable offensively, you can't play him, right? Because you really need him like to be there offensively, to catch a lob, to shoot three. The Mavs had a perfect setup. They had someone who could be an off guard for Luca. Then you had PJ Washington, you had Najee Marshall, you had you had a bunch of people who can kind of help him defensively
Yeah.
because he's not going to do shit defensively. But you had people around him to help with wasn't Derrick Jones Jr. Like a starter on that team? Like
Yep.
he had wings upon wings on that team.
Ed
That
Hardaway
team
Jr.
was
that year coming off the bench too. So the team was that was a very to me complete team.
right,
Okay,
right.
they just need to gel together and whatnot more. That's how I felt. But
It just fit around him. He needs people. Luka needs people who can play defense. So you can't put him and Austin Reeves and put no defense around them.
Austin Reeves, and LeBron, and then you have
Yeah,
Aiden too. Those
yeah,
guys start.
yeah,
Those guys start.
yeah. That's what
That's
the
four guys not really doing shit,
I
and
agree
then
with you.
having to do everything.
Once again, I think I'm gonna keep using this team as a trade bait. I'm not gonna lie, Detroit, because when we get to Detroit, I'm saying they're gonna realize that we all know their limitations as a second scorer. We all know it. Why not you do a Austin Reeves? That's a good because it's not a big contract. With that, you can get Austin Reeves with for Isaiah Stewart. See, try not to get a sore, but why not get a sore? And then, but if you want to keep a sore there, try to get Austin Reeves and get like some of the young guys and some draft picks for LA. That will help you out in the future. Like, do what you got to do, right? If you got to sign and trade LeBron back, then you sign and trade LeBron back. Like, you do something like that. I don't know. I just think the Lakers are missing something, and Luca can't Luca can't save this team. He
No,
can't.
not this roster as is. No,
And
yeah,
LeBron, bro, zero dark 30 would have to be zero dark. I'm turning 30. Okay?
bro,
Because
bro. Turn back the hands. You got to go back 12 years, LeBron.
yeah, honestly, if you had 35-year-old LeBron would be better.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking bubble LeBron.
Yeah. So like,
Like,
yeah, then that's not happening.
no. It
You-
really makes a difference in your 30s. Like 5 years really does make a difference coming from us because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
like looking at when we were 30, how we move now
It's
as
different. It's different. So
different from 30 flat to
yeah. Yeah.
mid late. Like it's different. So
You can't ask LeBron to do it. That's why Lakers
let them walk.
the, the,
That's
the,
okay.
depending on who they face, like if they face Minnesota, they're done in 6 or 7.
I don't see Lakers winning more than 2 games in a playoff series with the defense they have. They'll shoot
Only if
themselves.
they face Houston, I think, in my opinion.
Okay. I could, okay. I'll give you that.
But everyone else, no, I agree with you. They're not beating Denver. Maybe you beat San Antonio because they're young and LeBron can just
Yes,
potentially outsmart everyone. Maybe.
I'm gonna say maybe you beat San Antonio because you just have size at every other position but the center.
Right.
I'll say that.
Right. And
And
Lucas
it's
can go off.
and yeah, so
But if San Antonio decides to run and
Lakers
you have
have
to go
the
back on defense,
no.
you're losing.
This has got like Champagne, the Harper, Fox. All these guys are fast. All these
Yeah.
guys like to run.
No, it'd be too much for them, honestly. Okay, Minnesota.
Minnesota. What is there to say about Minnesota?
They're
Minnesota's just
8-2 in their last 10.
Minnesota's, catching their stride, right? Dante's their point guard. They're okay with him as point guard. Playoffs, Aid Ant-Man is gonna be handling the ball more, bringing up the ball more. Like, what's it like Minnesota? We know what to say about Minnesota. Like
Yeah,
solid
they're
team.
playoffs. Like playoff is just the time to talk for them. We all kind of believe that they can win any series. They
Yeah.
generally can. You
Yeah.
have the number one guy, you have a number two guy, you have you don't really have a point guard, but you have a good defender in Io coming off the bench for you.
Definitely.
Um it's not bad, man. Yeah, it's not a bad team. Rudy, when he's on the court, they're just a plus team because defensively, like
He's a defender. He's a defender.
he still holds a lot of weight defensively for the squad. He just does. So it's not a team that like um you know, I just wanted to mention I was thinking about the other day. They are a sneaky if they wanted to get kind of frisky in the offseason, Brandon Ingram type team. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know what you can trade for it. I'm just throwing it out there. Just that's all I want to do. Because a second score, that's all. Um, Houston. Can I start with Houston?
I'm gonna look at a score. Okay, we continue. This
Uh,
one
with Houston, recently Sengun has been kind of off.
he has been a little bit, yeah.
Amen has not taken the leap that everyone wanted him to take. I don't even blame him for not taking the leap. I think it's everyone else who put him on the pedestal to take a leap. I've been saying because of Pascal, Giannis, uh, Jalen Brunson, like these type of players, Kawhi, because people saw like such crazy leaps for these guys, they're
Yep.
just expecting the next man to do the same leap. Everyone's waiting for the next Kawhi. Yo, there's only one Kawhi, man. Legit, there's only been one Kawhi.
Still one Kawhi.
It
And you
just
know,
doesn't happen like that.
on the draft board every season, teams trying to find that next Kawhi. There's
And
one
like,
KD. Everyone's
right,
on the draft board looking for next KD.
right. So like to me, like Amen can be really good, and sky's the limit for the guy. Sky, honestly, you don't know. We don't know what he can be, but I think it's when you put all that pressure on him. I think that was not
Yeah,
right.
it's tough for these young kids, man. The 19 with pressure. You know what I mean?
And I don't think KD's the leader to take this team over the hump. You know, he's not the leader that can take him over the
They
hump.
need Fred. Fred is more of a vocal leader.
They really needed him. I think it's clear as day how much they needed him. Reed Shepard, it was his time to kind of show. But I think what a lot of people noticed, Reed Shepard kind of likes to call his own number.
Oh, yes. Because he'll be coming up. Like I'll be seeing some possessions like, okay, a three that early in the shot clock. You're not the 50 to $70 million season man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If KD comes onto it, it's gonna be like, okay, it's KD. 50, 40, 90, couple seasons, he had that. Okay. It's KD, 7 foot, every shot's a good shot. You're Reed Shepard, second year, 6'2", getting opportunity now. Fred wouldn't be doing this.
I will say this. Now I could be wrong. You tell me I'm crazy. If this team doesn't make it out the first round, I wouldn't be shocked if Katie's on this team next year.
Oh
I
shit.
would almost darn near predict that I will not be on this team next
You
year.
know what? Nothing surprised me with that tall, skinny ass nigga. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I
Foreigners were already enough, so anything else can go, to be honest now.
yeah, I think
Especially if they get whooped like 4-1. in the first
Yeah,
round.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah.
with no Fred, like depending on who they play,
Yeah, I can generally see like that happening. I just don't think there's something about them that I'm not sold on. Like they have such good talented players, but there's
mhm,
something about them. They're almost like so talented, but like not like a team.
there's no when I don't really see toughness when I watch the Rockets. I don't really see toughness. I don't really see
Their
like
coach
you
is the
were
toughest
saying,
guy.
cohesiveness, chemistry. I
Yeah,
don't.
there's just like I don't think there is, man. I don't think there is. They don't think they're having fun.
Mm-mm. And guys pass the ball a lot of times when they're stuck. I'll see Reece Shepherd kind of up, pick up, like stuck, pass the ball. Sengun kind of okay, pass the ball. Like I kind of see that with the players, and with Fred, he's gonna get you the ball at the time when you're supposed to shoot or you're on the move or whatnot. Like Fred is actually a real point guard. Like
Yeah,
he'll press the ball, come up the court, he'll pass first. Like Reece Shepherd is a combo guard. He's looking to get his threes off.
I definitely think he's a combo guard. Definitely. San Antonio, the team that they're facing right now.
San Antonio, like they got good guard play, but they're all young and they're all inexperienced in the playoffs, right? Wemby's inexperienced in the playoffs. Wemby is fragile, and right there is physical. It's a more physical game in the playoffs. Can Wemby handle that? All in the series. Can these young guys handle that? I don't know. It's yet to be seen, right? It's yet to be seen. They're undersized from 1 to 4. I feel so.
Mm.
It's like you have Barnes playing the 4. So
And
at
now he's coming off the bench.
now it's come, yeah. You got Keldon Johnson, you got Vassell. Like you just really got guards and Wemby. So we're gonna see how that fares in the playoffs. Like, in regular season, you can run and gun. Wemby's there, clog the paint, run and gun, run and gun, run and gun. But we'll see.
Other people don't take it in regular season. You can really do like whatever offense you want to do, right? Because like no one's studying you. They're
No one,
just like, oh, we have a game on Wednesday. Okay, cool. Let's just get the flight. Let's eat something, go to sleep, and get ready for 8 p.m. Like,
yeah, run the plays, run the offense, run the offense. They're not caring about what you're running. They're caring about what they're running, right? And
right.
offs, you already know. It's like, okay, we're watching film on this guy. Where's his tendencies? He likes to go left, pull up on the left. He likes to go. Those little things are gonna get stopped, throwing guys out of rhythm. We're gonna see these young guys can really adjust.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what this team can be in the playoffs. They're probably one of the more interesting teams because I think they're going to compete. Like they're
Yeah,
young. They're going to be like, we're not even supposed to be here. We're just going to do our thing, you know? Like I that's where it's going to be nice seeing them. But then you're asking, like you said, Castle, Harper, Vassell, Johnson, asking all of them to be like, hey, we need you guys to step up. Even Wemby. And the thing you just said it, Wemby's so fragile that like you say it because you're so afraid this guy's gonna every time he falls down, you're like, oh, he's done for the year.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It,
It's true.
it's kind of worrisome with them. But I think with their team, I'm just glad I think they can make it out the first round because I think they're gonna compete hard enough and
They
they'll
should.
probably face Phoenix. So
They should. Yeah, they should. Definitely.
they'll probably face a Phoenix or a G State or a Clippers, which I so they'll make it out the first round. They'll have an easier route. They may lose like a game because of inexperience, maybe 2 games, especially if you're facing the Clippers and Kawhi has to go back to San Antonio, maybe some revenge. Never
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Never, you generally never know. But they're a team that like I know people want to like really give them the crown till next year, but we've seen history has shown us a team like this needs like an extra year. They're ahead of schedule. I will say that.
100%, 100%. They are. They are.
45 and 17, like they're ahead of schedule. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought they were more like a 43 win team. I did not think this.
Hmm.
I thought 43 win team for the season. They're already at 45 wins, like pretty good. The best team in the probably the league, OKC. Anything you want to talk about that?
OKC just continues to roll. They continue to dominate. Like they know they're just preparing for the playoffs at this point. Once the record was done with, they're like, okay, whatever. Focus on the playoffs, right? Focus on health, right? So they're just so deep. Pause. Like, what else is there that we can really say about OKC?
So J-Dub is out with a hamstring. He's gonna be out for a minute, but I'm thinking like his hand hurt. He was out for a long time. He really hasn't played this season,
Hasn't-
and I'm just like, yo, is it a rest thing? Like, what is it like?
I'm thinking it is because Shea was out for a little bit. I'm like, okay, but J-Dub has I've played. I feel like he's played maybe 20 games this season. I don't know,
He's played 28.
28 games this season,
Oh, sorry, 26.
26 games. He's probably, I'm gonna estimate, played less than 40 games this season. I'm gonna say,
Yeah, probably, yeah.
right, in the high 30s maybe, and he's gonna come back for offs like a spring chicken. I feel right. So they got Topic there too, which is he's getting minutes here and there, right? So it's like they're just so deep.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
Harkenstein, Chet, like they're just so deep.
And the thing that people are not going to
Jared McCann,
realize. Oh yeah, that's the yeah.
the,
This team is a team that this is their potentially is their last year together
mhm,
because next year they can't afford all this. They could afford it. They'll just get into like the second apron. But like I don't think they want to be in the second apron. They can't pay Dort because Dort I think is a free agent or he can like renew his contract, whatever. You can't pay Dort and pay Caruso. And then you still have Isaiah and Joe and Aaron Wiggins are on a cheap contract. So you have them. But like Chet, you paid J Dub. AJ Mitchell, what are you saying with him? What's his plan?
I feel like whoever they lose, it's not going to be a loss because they just got a guy in their spot that just hasn't got enough minutes yet, or hasn't got opportunity, or is on a two-way deal.
Yeah,
Or they can draft them.
yeah, because they still are gonna get like they'll still have no matter what a draft pick in the top 15. Plus, I think do they get their own draft pick? Maybe they don't get their own, but they'll have some draft picks.
OKC's been drafting pretty good since they've been OKC, more or less. We can say since they've been OKC as you know what I mean?
Because Utah is losing games, so they'll be fine. No matter what, they get the Clippers pick and they get the 76ers pick. So they're getting two picks regardless.
Mm.
And they're gonna get the Clippers are gonna be in the play-in. So no matter what, there's a potentially a top 14 pick that's going to OKC next year. And a loaded draft, as many people say.
Yeah, that's what many people say. Yeah, we'll see, right? Because we've seen them talk about drafts and then guys are just they ain't it.
Yeah, I don't we're always trying to find the next superstar. Hope there could be, but I'm not sure if they're the next superstar in this draft. There's a bunch of like
Good players. I'll be
stars and potential all-stars in this one. I 1,000% agree there. And it all depends on like where you go, right? People say like if Dylan Harper was on his own team, he'd be like a another rookie of the year candidate. He's like coming off the bench for San Antonio.
he's nice. Dylan Harper's nice. I can't lie.
He's
Like he has
nice.
he can finish at the rim. He's not doing too much, and he's not celebrating like that. He'll score on you, and then he'll just press the ball.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. And mind you, the draft lottery still has to like happen because you never know if the Clippers go higher in the draft, that becomes a pick that goes to OKC, and the rich just get richer.
The rich get richer.
And we've seen the last, what, 2 years that the playing people are the ones who got the first overall pick.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to think about it.
No, just still, man, you lose a lot. Still, definitely lose a lot. But yeah, okay. Yeah, that's really it to talk about the West. OKC still the Dons of that, and we'll see what happens, man. But like I said, I know this is the last. This is their last run. They can't do it with the same guys next year. They
And
can't.
or
The East, Indiana's, they're really trying to be the worst team in the league. Because if you're the worst team in the league, you're almost guaranteed top four. So they just don't want it to fall in that like middle of what the 5 to 9 or something. Then it goes to the Clippers, and that would kind of suck. So I know they're just trying to be bad, as bad as you can. So Washington, Trey Young came back. He played his game I think this past week.
It was, yeah, I heard he was coming back. Yeah, I didn't see because it's Wizards, so I'm
There's
guessing.
nothing to see. There's nothing to see. He can get his thing on. They're a next year team. We'll see them next year. We'll see. Brooklyn, we'll see you next year.
Yeah,
No. Chicago, you stopped trying, which I guess.
thank God.
I guess thank you. So yeah. You should stop trying from time, but the Bucks, I think Giannis is trying to make it, but that team also confuses me because I don't know what their future looks like.
Me neither. Like I thought they would be worse record, right? The record's not good, by the way, obviously, but I thought it'd be worse. So that's really all I can say about the Bucks. I
And
don't.
what's weird about the Bucks, you have your draft pick. Like you have your own draft pick this year. Next year, I don't think you have it, but you have
Mm,
your own draft pick,
mm,
right? That's why Brooklyn wants to be bad this year because they don't have their draft pick next year.
so
So you got to be bad. You got to be really bad, right? So, um, yeah, it's one of those weird things, man. So let's go to the top 10 teams in the Eastern Conference. I'm gonna chill. You talk about your Charlotte Hornets. They're number 10. Mind you, they were at one point like ninth or something but they just recently lost a game to like the hottest team in the freaking Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat. But
and it was a good little game, yeah. But yo, Hornets, these guys are gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna make the play-in.
I hope so. I hope they make, I'm not even I hope they make the playoffs, man.
They're gonna play against the Pistons. They're going to play against the Pistons. I'm gonna tell you that. Knickel shattered the rookie three-point made record. Still got over 20 games left
Yep.
or 20 games left. Type. You see what I'm saying? LaMelo, like you said, is doing his thing. Just hitting threes here, dishing the ball, playmaking. You know what I mean? Brendan Miller doing his thing. You know what I mean? Miles Bridges chipping and doing his thing. Diabate on the glass. Watching these guys play, seeing how they get after it on defense. Everyone is rotating. LaMelo he's trying at times. At times he's trying, but you can hide LaMelo because everyone else plays defense somewhat, right? Kobe White's coming off the bench. That's just a great pickup. I'm not gonna lie. That was a great
It's a
pickup. I
pretty
like
good.
Sexton, but Kobe White in a team sense, team orientation, Kobe White is better for the team than Sexton. Sexton will be more looking for his buckets, trying to get off. Nothing wrong with that, right? But Kobe White's like, okay, let me make the best play for the team, right? So Hornets, man, what more can I say? Like they actually have the right group of guys. They seem like they're having fun together too on the court, right? And when you got a guy like LaMelo where you know you're gonna get the ball, you know what I mean? He'll attempt his threes, right? A lot of his shots, when you really take LaMelo shots, they're at the end of the shot clock. They're the bailout shots, right? That's why his percentages will look how they look, right? But on open threes and open shots, his true shooting percentage is above 50%, right? And a lot of people don't know that, but that's deep in analytics and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But man, the Hornets, fun team to watch. LaMelo, Bridge, you already know. Yeah, I don't need to say much. Rookie of the year on the squad too. Best three-point shooter as a rookie ever on the squad too. Man, I love watching these guys, and I always believe in these guys. You see what I'm saying? They look like they were going to be like the top sixth worst team in the league at a point, right? Horrible, horrible. Remember, no real roster changes. Same roster, no
Yeah.
trade. Kobe White came there when they were rolling, and they're still rolling, right? So they're facing the Pistons. That's all I gotta say. Pistons, y'all better watch the fuck out because the Hornets. Huh.
I think they're an amazingly fun story for the league. I think it's good to see a team that's been in the shutter for so long kind of get out of that. I think it's pretty good because they've been in it for so long. I think Nipple, I said it like him and Cooper Flag. I think give them both co rookies of the year. I think Khan has done it with his like offense, and they've given him the ball, and he has to do so much things for them. Where I think or sorry, Cooper, they do that, and then Khan. He's just helped this team win. Brandon Miller has stepped up a lot. Like people are not talking about him enough and has offensive skill set and he's been pretty good. I was one of the people, when that draft came out, I'm like, yes, Wemby's number one. But I always said Scoot was my guy. That's the guy you pick. You pick Scoot. Scoot's number two. Da, da, da. But I like Brandon Miller too. I did like him. But I'm like one of the three have are like history shows one of the three are not going to be who you think they're going to be. It just happens to be that it's going to be Scoot, and I don't think 80% of people thought Scoot was a guarantee.
Bruh,
If anyone was a guarantee, it was Scoot.
bruh. He
Uh,
was blessed for comparison.
like he was supposed to be that guy, but ultimately the Charles Lee is a descendant of the Boston Celtics, which it seems like that's the same guy with like Hardy in the what's his name? Something Hardy. The coach who's with Utah, same thing. And everyone sees how hard they play. They play hard in Utah. They play hard in Charlotte. The the no matter what, Houston, they're missing they have a chemistry issue, but they play hard. But the Boston Celtics play hard. So all that same coaching staff that they had all
Yeah,
these guys
yeah,
play hard. They just play, and that's what they've done, man. Like you said, LaMelo, he's not going to be the best defender. He's not going to be, but he's going to compete. That whole overall team just like gang rebounds.
yeah.
They're just all around. They shoot the three all the time. No, man, they're competing. They are competing, man. I can't. I hope they make the playoffs, man. They seem like a fun team. I want them against Detroit because it seems like almost a battle of two opposites. More
Yep.
of a running gun team to a more like, they want to slow the pace down type of team. So
That'd be a hell of a series. Like that's a series that to me is the best series in the East.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Like, and it's 1/8. That's crazy. But
Yeah. I feel like this team's actually very boring. They're kind of just keeping it mid, the Atlanta Hawks. I don't
oh
think there's
hell,
much to talk about them.
no.
They're just like they're like winning games and it's just very mid. Like their record is mid and like they're just
Very
like
average. Like it's just
yeah, yeah,
average. Like it's just you know what I mean? How is it? It's all right. Like Kaminga obviously the bright spot, obviously, right? Kaminga on the squad, getting off, getting his 20 bag, doing his
yeah.
thing. You know what I mean?
They have a lot of guys who can get like 20 points. Kaminga,
Yeah.
CJ, Jalen, Nikhil, a Kongu who can actually get like a 20 for you.
Yeah.
Like they have a few guys, man, on the squad.
It's
So
gonna be interesting still. It is gonna be interesting for with them still. We're gonna see.
I wonder
Because
what the
they don't have
future
an
holds.
identity yet.
What does the future hold for that team though? Like what is like I don't think Jalen Johnson. I I almost kind of feel like and maybe it's not right to do it, but you're almost thinking if Kaminga has that leap, then he could be something. If Nikhil can be that, I use Jalen Brunson as like a like kind of that,
Yeah.
he got better on a better team. We'll see. Can CJ come back next year on like a veteran contract, an easier contract to kind of help this team make the next step? Will he take a bench role kind of thing? Like,
You should.
um,
You should.
so like I just think I mean, Hawks are, but they're more of a mid team, ultimately speaking.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Dyson Daniels.
Right. Most improved player last year, but he's I feel like some of these awards, because guys are getting injured, and it's even this year, there's just so like no guarantees. You're kind of just giving it to a guy.
Hmm.
And Dyson was so good defensively, that's why he got it, kind of thing. So uh a team that's falling, and I think they're just gonna keep falling, is the 76ers.
Bruh. Who's out on Embiid?
Bede's out, Maxi's out. Shout out to Maxi. There's a report that he's gonna have a kid, so
Oh
shout out to
shoot,
him.
that Maxey. He's gonna come back drop 40 again, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
Maxey.
yeah. But yeah, they've been kind of off recently. Isn't Paul George supposed to come back soon?
I don't care.
Sorry.
I don't even care.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to come
I
back.
forgot he was on the league for a little bit till you brought that up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I, I,
okay, okay.
I
Yeah,
think he's supposed to. But at the end of the day, they're not going to be they're not healthy, and they have some teams. They're eighth right now in the East, and
yeah.
we talked about Charlotte, Atlanta, Miami, Orlando. All these teams are climbing up, And you don't want to be the team that's just like not doing what you need to do to climb up. Like, you don't want to be that team. So
So now VJ has to hold it down, the rookie. No
yeah,
man,
it's too
two man.
much.
PG's suspended for how long? Still has I think at least what 18 more games I want to say left.
They're lucky the
16.
next five isn't like too hard. Cleveland, they're gonna
You
lose to.
have no one. You have no one. Like really, you have Ubre. You have
But
Ubre
you
DJ.
have a system, I guess, that can help you win regular season.
You don't even have
You're going
Jeremy.
against the Grizzlies, so you
You
can
don't even
win.
have Jared McCain anymore. Like you guys, like
They have
D'Anthony Melton.
they have an easier schedule, but they have some. It's funny. Every time they have an easy game, they have a hard game. Cleveland, then the Grizzlies, then Detroit, then Brooklyn, but then Portland, because Portland's not an easy team. Then you got Denver, then you got Sac, then you got Utah, but then you got OKC. Then you have Chicago, who still competes, and then you have Charlotte, who definitely competes.
Oh
Then
shit,
you have Miami, who's definitely competing. Then you have Washington, but then you got Minnesota, Detroit again, and San Antonio and Houston. Oh shoot, you have a Minnesota, Detroit, San Antonio, and Houston.
bro. The Texas Triangle, San Antonio, Houston. Wow.
Like you're facing some really good teams. And you're facing on the last few weeks of the season, which they're gonna go ham for playoff position at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel bad
They're
for
sliding out still. You're eighth already. They're sliding.
they're gonna hope for a play-in. If I'm them, I know people will probably want to face Toronto in the playoffs. I can see that.
I can see that too. Fuck them.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. If you're a certain team, I wouldn't mind seeing Detroit. Like if you're Philly, if you can guarantee that a beat can be healthy and Maxi's Maxi,
That's right though. You got VJ there too.
right? And if that guy comes back, just saying, Oubre,
Yeah, now you're talking. Now you're talking. Talk Uber.
next team's Orlando Magic, who have now won a bunch of games. Like I said that when we're gonna come in here, we're gonna say some negative stuff about them.
Can't now.
Uh,
Not really. Just say they're just average. Just we don't know. They'll win some, they'll lose some.
yeah, and they go on like really weird streaks of winning and losing some.
Win some, you lose some.
The one thing that's just guaranteed with this team is that like one, they need to be healthy. Uh, two, they just don't like their coach. There's like a video of, I think there's a video of Mo Wagner saying like he's like yelling at the coach saying I try so hard or something. There's another video when the coach is trying to talk to them in the huddle and they're not even listening to him. They're all just talking to each other. They don't respect that man. That man's gonna be fired on the Monday after the season.
Facts, facts, facts. Because if you lose the locker room, if you lose your team, you're just count on the days. Just count on the days. Let's be honest. Because it's tough. It's tough because Orlando really does have potential. Obviously, future. You know what I mean? They got some good young players, but
Yeah,
I
they
don't know. They should be further along in this experiment. To be honest, you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure we expected them to be much higher. We wouldn't have been like if they were having a Detroit type season, we wouldn't have been shocked.
Hell no.
You're
Yeah,
telling me you have Paulo, you have Franz, you have Bain, you have Anthony Black, who's actually stepped up a lot this season. You have Suggs. No, you got some guys, man.
they're supposed to be 4 or 5 in the East. We
Easily,
said they're supposed to be 4 or 5 in the East.
easily,
So
easily. So it's
just
kind of um yeah. But they're a weird team. Like in the playoffs, like they're gonna compete. They'll probably win 2 games, depending on who they're facing. But other than that, like I don't see anything happening for them.
mhm, mhm.
Like not at all. The hottest team in the Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat. Well, the second hottest team is another really hot team, but Miami Heat.
Shout out the Heat. Man, they just be competing. Hero be balling. Bam.
Powell's been like out for a little bit, and so it's just like they're weird. Like it's one of those. Can Powell and Hero? How much games have those two played together? I don't think more than 15. I
Man,
don't.
that's crazy. It's that Heat system. It's just that Heat system, right? It's that Eric Spoelstra. Shout out to a real coach. Shout out to Eric Spoelstra.
They're saying that they're a team. Like no one talks about them, but did you want to face that team in the?
I
They're gonna
don't.
compete defensively. Like they're gonna be annoying.
They're
Hit
gonna
three.
claw you every second of the game. Doesn't matter who's on. Davon Mitchell's a little pit bull on defense. Like, let's keep it a buck.
Uh, Pierre isn't Pierre Larson. He somehow can't get 20 points a game sometimes.
You know who that nigga is.
Like he starts for them sometimes. Like they have Wiggins who can do some stuff. Like I don't know, man. If they're healthy, they're not a team that you can't like pay attention to. They're definitely something to watch out for. Trying to see how many games has Powell and Hero played.
Carter Bryant's son, shout out Carter Bryant. He's getting some minutes.
Um, game together is
Wemby just be blocking everything, man.
this does not really tell me anything. I don't think they play a lot of games together. I know that. I know they have not played a lot of games together. So, but yeah, I think they're a team. Like they always call them the zombie heat. They're coming. They're
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
coming.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Toronto, we're gonna wait until the end. That's our team.
Yeah, definitely.
The Cavs, I looked at their schedule. I really originally thought they were gonna win like a bunch of games. They still have a pretty easy route to win a bunch of games, so and they will. But they're the team that me and you've talked about it. Even with Harden, y'all still on that like
Yeah, we're definitely on that. We definitely
you know
on
what I'm
that. Like
saying?
definitely,
We still you're still on that time, bro. We don't care. We don't
we
care.
definitely on that.
Right? 'Cause if someone can tell me, and it's not an argument, but if you're telling me that Harden is better than Garland, which many people would agree with, that's fine. Oh, you're only going to be on a higher time frame then. We're only going to be judging you even more. Like, and I get it, Jason Tatum come back, but I borderline don't care.
Me either. I think Boston would be better off with them. That's another. That's when we get to Boston.
Um, but yeah, I just think that's a team that you're on that time, brother. You're on that time. That's all I gotta say.
I don't honestly. I don't care about the like, bro. The Cavs. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. I do not care when the playoffs start, April 15th or after Good Friday, or whatever. I'll care. But right
Yep,
now, I don't care.
yep,
There's two guys on the squad that don't make it out the second round.
yep, yep,
Don't make
yep,
it out.
yep.
And
Two
there's
guys have to
one.
prove themselves.
Well,
No,
you have
there's
a
two guys.
defensive player of the year on the squad, ex-defensive player of the year on the squad. You got another defender in Allen. You you got Tyson coming off the bench hitting
Who's a
three.
pretty good defender too.
You
Like, yeah,
got guys. You got guys. You have a legit squad. Like this
yep,
is to me, it's the East.
yep,
Arden, you're in the East again.
yep.
This is your what's like I said, I don't care. Like I don't I see Cavs. I don't even care about Cavs games. I don't care about Cavs highlights. I don't care. Oh, you guys are winning games? You guys won five straight? I don't
Yeah.
care. Like I really don't care.
No,
When
I
the
agree,
playoffs
man.
come, win five straight,
I
win
agree.
eight straight.
The
Do
Cavs are
that.
on that Atlanta Hawks, that Houston Rockets with James Harden, that the Raptors back then. Like, bro, you've won a bunch of regular season games. Who cares?
Yeah. Who
Baby
cares?
drinks milk. We get it. Can that baby walk?
Yeah. Can facts. Preach.
We
Preach.
need to know. Is the diaper trained? Because you're doing too like we've seen it all now.
We've seen Harden on good teams fold. We've seen Mitchell on good teams fold.
Okay.
Right?
And we can only blame y'all both because we normally try to blame someone. The thing is, I'm not too confident that what's the name Mobley's gonna play well in the playoffs. I'm not too confident in that. But I don't want to blame him because I don't care. And James Harden's older, but like I just think like I love Donovan Mitchell, so I'm putting all the thing on him, you
Watch
know?
it too. I can't lie, but it's
Mm.
just, you ever been to a West or East final?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. New York Knicks.
Man, New York Knicks is like this. It's like the New York Knicks is like the stock market.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You don't know what Knicks you're gonna get. They're confusing to me. You don't know what Knicks you're gonna get. Some
Because
days
you,
it's
you
like
know they're
East,
good.
East, and then other
Yeah,
days it's like you guys are losing the second round.
yeah. It's like okay, we need to get Towns involved. Okay, cool, let's get him involved. Sometimes he just it's content counts. Like who else is gonna step up? OG's gonna step up? Not sometimes. Okay, Bridges gonna step up? Nope, he's not gonna step up because he just that Brooklyn Bridges is not there.
He forgot who he was. He forgot. He's just like, let me spot up, let me play defense, let me not miss games. That's really it.
Right? sometimes I think like I feel it's in the back of his mind. I know it sounds crazy, but I know it's in the back of his mind. Like, oh, I need to make sure that I'm healthy. Like I can't do nothing crazy. I just want to make sure that I'm there for the team kind of thing. I kind of think that. But yeah, I just think this team, like you said, like it's kind of like they have a lot of. I like we you both like Jose on the team. Jordan Clarkson sometimes plays, sometimes he doesn't play. I kind of want to see what that's going to be like. Shamit, they really trust Shamit when it comes.
Since Tibbs gone, yeah,
They really trust Shamit.
Tibbs getting minutes because Tibbs
Yeah,
not there.
they,
That's
they
why.
they really trust Shamit. Oh, one thing we didn't say about Charlotte. Well, very interesting with them. None of those guys play a lot of minutes. Like LaMelo plays like 29 minutes. Brandon Miller plays like 31. Like Knippa plays 30. That means like very balanced, very like everyone's gonna get some minutes and try.
He's never come off the bench named James. I forget his first name. Singata.
Sion, Sion.
James, something like that. And he's putting work on a defense, but he's hitting threes. I'm like, who is this?
He played for he played with Cooper.
Mm,
He was on
mm,
that squad.
mm.
And he was a guy on that squad too. Funny enough, like he was made one of the guys.
I don't doubt any man in the league's talent. I
And
do not doubt because every man in the league was basically the best player in their state at a time,
at one
literally.
point, yeah, you had to be. Boston Celtics.
Bro,
Jason Tatum's back. I mean, you both have like we didn't think they had to rush it. I don't think they had to rush it, but clearly he felt like he was ready to be back. When I looked at the numbers, he's back earlier. I mean, no, later than other guys. Like Kobe came back quicker. Other guys came back quicker. So then, the problem is if he came back quicker, then okay, then that means Jason Tatum, he's fine. I think my biggest thing is that I don't want him to ruin. Like he's shooting as if he's Jason Tatum.
he came back had like a double double, I think, right?
Yeah, he had 12. He had what,
12 and 7
16,
and
12,
15.
and yeah, yeah. And it's just like, damn, like, don't you want to chill a little bit?
Exactly. I felt like your team is in a great position.
Right.
Second,
Yeah.
to me, I get you came back later than other guys, but like Kobe, those days when he came back, I felt like he needed to come back because they weren't in second when he came back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Kobe came back because like he came out like the team needs something. They need me. You. It's not the Boston's in seventh, eighth, ninth. It was like okay, yo, if Tatum was, we could use Tatum. You guys are second, overachieving, playing hard. It's
Yeah.
so it's like Tatum can really just he could have just took the year off and said, let me get everything right, 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 right. You know what I mean? Because you have to look at the future. Like I know now is important, but you have to look at okay, your health, your body, your ligaments. That's all I'm saying.
I just see the chemistry to me. Yeah, like he's gonna get the rebounds, he's gonna get the assist. All I'm saying is that like I just want him to know I don't want it to turn into like playoff time and it's like it's Jason Tatum's like doing his thing. I truly think I would hope he would be a decoy. Like if he hits
That's all.
game winning three, that's fine. But to me, it's Jalen Brown deserves all the love, all like everything. It's Jalen Brown should be scoring the most, shooting the most. All that should be Jalen Brown. And I feel like if it's not the case, I wouldn't be surprised if like Jalen Brown, not ask for a trade, but you hear some rumors of him being unhappy.
I agree. Like Tatum should come into the situation almost as like I'm going to be a role player.
Yeah, a little bit more humble. Next season, I would want Jalen Brown to be like, okay, like I know I'm getting still paid 60 M's, but I know it's Jason Tatum. Like I know it's Jason Tatum. I got, but I'm still Jalen Brown. I'm still a guy, right? So I don't have to. This was just my Scottie Pippen year to show everyone that like
I
I'm
like
still a top 15 guy.
that.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, but yeah, I don't know. But I will say this, man. Adding Jason Tatum, if that gives them motivation and like some love and some heart in them and some determination with Joe Mazzulla as their coach, I think that team is a terrifying team.
it is. It is definitely.
Like I don't know what their ceiling is. Like I don't know anymore.
I
I
don't
thought
think
Jalen
Beantown has a
Brown like
ceiling.
second round, but sorry,
I don't think Beantown has a ceiling.
that's kind of scary, man. That is kind of scary. I don't know what it because you tell me Jason Tatum is still shooting like seven threes a game.
It's Beantown. It's Beantown. They
It's just
shoot threes, play defense,
he didn't let up.
transition.
He didn't let up.
Bro, like the fact that you're saying I want to come back, I need to come back, and your team is second, like they're built different over there. Like Missoula mentality is there. Like that's the Joe Missoula mentality. Like,
Like I won't be shocked if that team started. I gotta think about this. First round, let's say it's Orlando Magic. Okay, Boston's winning that.
mhm.
Second round, they're second place. New York is third. New York should win that. They should win it because it's not 100% Jason Tatum. I know he may think it, but you can't get your feet wet. But then I also think, man, like Boston could win that too.
Yeah, remember you got that little military ass Pritchard over there.
And then I'm thinking like, okay, after being the number one seed is the best seed in the East right now because who are you really going against? This is why once again we've talked about all the time. Cleveland also has the easiest route.
Yeah, yeah,
If they're fourth, they face Toronto.
yeah.
Boom.
You should. You're more talented. You're more
You
talented.
know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna face Detroit. You should beat Detroit because you have
You
more
are
offensive
more
options.
talented overall than Detroit, so you should win. You should win.
And then
So
you go to the
there you
Eastern
go. You
Conference
should be in
Finals.
the East Finals. You should be in the East Finals.
And you're gonna face a team that just have to kill each other, either the New York Knicks or the Boston Celtics. So once again, we're only putting more pressure on Cleveland.
That's why I don't care. Like Cleveland, I don't. You can have the end of the season with a 15 game winning streak. I don't. I really don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care. You can win the rest of the games from today or tomorrow for the rest of the season. I don't care. People say, "Oh, you see Cleveland? See Cleveland?" I don't care.
I agree.
Goes to the playoffs. It starts this. Starts like this. 0-0.
I agree. Yeah,
0-0.
so like I don't know, I think Boston, I don't know what like you said, man, they may not have a ceiling. It's almost like let's just see what Jason Tatum's gonna do.
And if
Legit.
he just comes in as a role player moving forward and just my team needs me to rebound today, okay, my team needs me to shoot threes today, okay, my team needs me to facilitate today, okay, my team play defense today, okay.
Yeah.
And Pritchard is still doing more than you, Jalen Brown, but y'all are still winning. To me,
E. White doing his thing.
yeah. So like the system over in Beantown, you already know they got a system. They got a system.
Um, Let me get a water. But Detroit's the next team.
Yeah, the piss, yo, man.
Detroit.
Man, these Pistons, man, like they're number one for a reason. They play hard. They're gritty, right? They're young. They're inexperienced. They haven't seen these type of lights yet. They do not really have a second option. If Kate is cold,
Yeah, that's why they're 5-5 in the last 10.
can you throw it into Durn and be like, Durn, get us a bucket? You can't. Like Durn has to be in a certain position. You can't. Durn's not gonna bring up the ball and get you a bucket. Like that's where they're missing like a player like Jaden Ivey or something like that, where it's like, okay, Cade can just I'm taking a break.
He can't take a break. In the playoff time, will he be able to take a break?
Can
I don't think he can. I don't think he'll be able to, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think Detroit, great story. They're winning games. Cade has been a guy, but without a second option, teams
Durn.
this is playoff time. We will either double you or let you go off for 50 points a game.
Yeah.
And I think I'd rather you just go for
And
50
keep
points a game.
and stay home under Durn. That's it.
A sore, do you have to worry about a sore scoring on you? No,
From three, no. So you would just double the man that's guarding a sword, double Cade, and rotate as needed.
right? I'm not worried. Now, maybe Tobias has to be like, we're asking Tobias Harris to now be like 18, 20 points a game now. That's a lot
This
to
is
be asking.
possible, but not every
Listen,
game.
yeah, not every game,
Every
right?
game.
See, and that's the thing. So every game you're gonna have a second person. That's too much asking.
So it's because one game it has to be Cade and Duncan. One game it has to be Cade and Duran. Next game has to be Cade and Tobias,
Yep.
right? And maybe Cade will give you one game like a 45, and then no one else is really doing anything.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to win.
Yeah,
You know,
you're asking too much. You need a next man. Definitely need a next man. That's why I know in the offseason they should be looking for the Brandon Ingrams, the Devin Bookers, but Devin Booker's a little bit higher of a contract, but you should be
yeah.
looking for that second score, right?
That can finish at the rim and beat you off the dribble. Like I think you guys have Karis LeBron on the squad, but he's not really doing anything.
You're just asking him to do too much. He shouldn't be your, hey, I need 20 points from me type of guy.
Shouldn't be, but like Detroit, everyone has to chip in for them to win consistently, and this is playoffs, so you're not gonna the main guys that score are gonna
Huh?
carry the hump.
Unless, you call Jim Horst in Milwaukee and you say, hey, here's Stewart, here's a sword, here's 4 draft picks, here's something else, whatever you need, Jenkins.
Mhm, mhm.
Let's have you honest. And maybe they'll be like, yeah, we'll take your 4 draft picks.
That's all we
Right? We'll take your 4 draft picks, we'll take some pick swaps, all that stuff we'll take from you. Right? So like not it's curious. And then once again, we talk about the Clippers. I think Kawhi is someone who should be considered to trade. Like if I'm the Clippers, people love Kawhi, and I think I can get like a draft pick for
need.
Kawhi. I think for sure I can get a draft pick. Can I get two? I may be asking for too much, but I think I can get a draft pick.
I mean, Kawhi brings a lot of drama. So when an organization wants to take that on and like, yo, what are we really gonna have to deal with? Are we gonna have to pay this nigga on the table still, here and there?
True, man.
Uncle,
But Detroit's cold. Detroit's as cold as Toronto. So
yeah, right. And it's just like, yo, how many games are you gonna be playing? So it's like there's those questions. Granted, like we said, Kawhi on the court, he's a cyborg. So
or you call up the Pelicans and see if you can get a Trey Murphy the third.
I like that. I like that.
Um,
What about DeJounte? Or that's too.
yeah, yeah. What do you think? Because I was gonna say two. What do you think?
I'm like he can play off ball. He can play the two. He'd be a good two because just focus on defense, shoot when you get the ball type shit. Like Kate's still on the show. I kind of like that because they still. I kind of like DeJounte on the Pistons. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I
I
would
think
say sometimes the Pistons more to be the one and Cunningham be more. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. It's just having.
I like Cunningham at the one because he's more pass the ball. DeJounte will pass the ball too, but I feel like DeJounte
Yeah.
would be better to play off ball. Cade because he's a better shooter than Cade, better shot mechanics too, right? He can
Yeah,
still
his
get.
jumper is pretty like automatic.
Yeah, his mid, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I like that actually.
No,
Cade
I think
DeJounte,
you're right.
Duran,
I think
have Duran be your third option.
you just need another guy. Because once again, unless Duran can turn into like Paul Millsap type of like second op, like I'm not, and
Paul
that's,
Millsap, Al Jefferson, prime,
you know what I'm saying. He legit have to turn into a guy who can legit be your second option.
or Marcus Aldridge. I want to say.
Right? Because your second option can't be a guy who gets like rebounds and dunks. Like even Dwight Howard had a little bit of moves to him. You know what I'm saying? Or he was just dominant,
And he
right?
was both. He had a little spin, little baby hook.
You need a lot. You need a lot.
Athletically gifted.
That's it. Once again, man. If we can trick Detroit into, why keep a Sore? You already have a Stewart. You have a Stewart as a defender. You have a bunch of defenders. Let's get a Sore and we'll trade Brandon Ingram. Why not? Something like that would be. But I'm asking for too much. I know I'm asking for too much. You more have to get like, I don't know what you have to get from Detroit, but something else. Or you're asking Duncan Robinson to do too much.
Um,
So it's just a
I
lot.
like Duncan, but
Yeah, yeah.
not gonna do it every game.
No, he
Every
can.
game.
He definitely can. Okay, final team, our team, the Toronto Raptors, the team who's like one in I don't know, like 120 sometimes against good teams. And mind you, they beat Cleveland, but it seems that's the only ones that don't count. But everyone else definitely counts, and we beat OKC, but we just can't beat good teams. Can't beat good teams.
Um,
Um,
like you said it. in another pod. Like there's just the shot attempts are too even across the board. You know what I mean? And the whole pass, which is obviously good, right? But like what we said before, if you're gonna have that sort of system that everyone touched the ball a lot, everyone gets even shot attempts, they're normally Hall of Famers, right? We don't have any Hall of Famers on the squad right now, right? You know what I mean? So it's difficult to have a system where it worked for Hall of Famers.
Yeah. Also,
You know
you
what I
don't have
mean?
anyone who can shoot. You can pass the ball if you have like if everyone was almost even kill and skill, or like people shot like over 40% or 50 in that area. Like
Mm.
Tony Parker in the mid range was a killer.
Oh my God.
You couldn't leave Ginobili alone for the 3-point shot. You couldn't
Boom.
leave Boris Diaw. You couldn't leave like these guys,
Bruce Bowen. You couldn't even leave Bruce Bowen in the corner.
right? You can't leave Patty Mills shooting the three. You can't
Oh
leave
my God. That's the
them,
that's a, oh my God.
right? So like
It's out.
that's what helps, passing the ball.
Couldn't
So
leave Duncan, period. You couldn't
come
leave
on,
Duncan, period.
like you don't have that. Scotty, even this game, Raptors win. They beat the Mavs. RJ has played a lot better the last like 5 games. But if you ask some Raptors fans, they're like, yeah, RJ's played better. He's been the best player on the team.
Easily.
But like everyone's thinking of Scotty, right? Like, what about Scotty? I was listening to a Raptor space and they were definitely going at it. Some people will defend Scotty to the bone, and we're not defending Scotty. We just believe if everyone's saying he's that guy, he's that guy, then he must tell Darko, give me the ball and I'll figure out the rest. That's it. Giannis is saying, give me the ball, I'll figure out the rest.
But Giannis been doing that. But Giannis and Scotty are different. Like Giannis had to take the keys from the organization and demand it. Scotty was drafted and given the keys. It's a different mentality, right?
It's true, 100%. He was, oh my gosh, 100%. He was given the keys. They basically said, hey, Fred, we're not going to give you a big contract. Pascal, don't even call us. We're not picking up the phone. OG, we'll keep you, but you want this much money? Get out of here with that. They moved on. They said Scotty's our guy. They moved on and said
He's
Scotty's our
gone like overnight, like literally.
They said Scotty's our he's the one. To me, the team is good enough to have Scotty honestly shoot. And the reason why I'm saying I want Scotty to shoot that much times is more for the fact of like to see what we have, right? The way once again, these Raptor spaces, I bring them up because they're hilarious to listen to. They're like, no, Scotty's so young, bro. He's in his 5th year.
Yeah,
We're gonna wait until what next year for Scotty to be like, no, I must shoot 20 times a game.
in his sixth season next year. Yeah, yeah.
Jalen Johnson's doing whatever he wants in Atlanta. All these guys doing whatever they want. You can pass the ball and still be stupidly dominant.
100%, 100%, 100%.
Jokic passes the ball just like Jokic is like third in the league in assists.
Bro, Magic passes the ball and was dominating. LeBron, in prime LeBron, was passing the ball. Even people were saying too much and he was still dominating. So
And we're not asking 24 shots a game. We're just saying like 17, 18.
consistent and look for it when the thing is the timing. It's about timing, right? It's not about, okay, oh shoot, okay, let me just shoot 20 shots a game, whatever.
Right, right,
It's
right,
about,
right.
okay, I gave the ball up a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is my team in a drought right now? Have we
Yeah.
scored recently? Do we need to get to the line? Let me get to the line. Like, it's just being aware, situational awareness, right? You can't really teach that. You just have to go through the flow of the game, right? And ball players know. Scotty should know, right? So things like that. You know what I mean?
The defensive side of things,
He's amazing defensively. Like when I see Scotty Barnes on defense guarding Cooper going over screens, calling switch, this and that, blocking shots. I like he's great defensively. It's not the issue. That's not the issue. The issue is just looking for offense more at times.
uh,
That's it.
and the thing is, so one thing Barnes has to be doing too much defensively because the team isn't good defensively. It's only him and Pirtle who are positive. I would say Ingram's had his best defensive season,
I
bar
would say
none,
that too.
like easily. But like we still need another defender to kind of help him. But I tell you, fine, you put the best defensive lineup on. Go put Jamal Shed, put Jacoby, put Scotty. Guess what? You're not scoring the basket.
You're not, yeah, yeah. CMB, you're not scoring really.
Defensively, you can be killer.
Yeah.
Oh, we can play defensive and run. Come on, man. How much
But
is that?
one person with that lineup, with Ingram, for example, on that lineup, Ingram has to be taking 5 possessions, has to be taking 4 shots in the 5 possessions all the time with that lineup.
And it's too much. It's too much. And
It
it's
is.
another thing. I think Brandon Ingram, honestly, has the ball too much. And they said it. The reason we can't be
That times he does. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
the reason we can't be good teams is because they kind of know our offense. Yeah, because you guys are so like, okay, Brandon, here's the ball. We're all just gonna ISO for you. No, this is where try to pass the ball a little bit more, and it'll still fall on Brandon Ingram's hands. But pass the ball, make it a little bit more like just have some better like movement. I think Brandon Ingram should become a better passer. I think he should be averaging 5 to 6,
You
you know,
know how I feel about
game.
Brandon Ingram passing. You know how I feel.
It's
You
all
know.
on who he's pass. I just think the great thing is that RJ was a better passer last year, but it's because there was no Ingram. And the
Ball
one
kind
thing
of stops at Ingram. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's
it
kind of like
does a
it's
lot.
dead ball a lot of times.
It does a lot. And I want to talk about the offseason a little bit. I'd say you got to make a move between Ingram and RJ. But before I get that, I want to talk about, Darko, his lineups. We're like 20 games into the end of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
We cannot have Scotty. So we have four guys, four of our top scorers: Scotty, RJ, Ingram, and Quickly. Yo, playoff time, last 20 game season, there has to be at all times, unless you're winning or losing by 20. Two of those guys have to be on the court.
Yeah, yeah.
It has to be. No Scotty and bench because the bench isn't good enough and Scotty's not good enough. None of those guys are good enough to be person and bench. It should not be Quickly and RJ and bench. It has to be Ingram or Scotty and either RJ or Quickly. It has
And
to be one of those two. But those two can be away from each other because you need Ingram scoring, and when Scotty's on, he's just a plus
yeah,
always. You know, so it just has to be better in that sense. Like, it's not good. What else are you seeing from that team?
man. Honestly, I'm just seeing like lack of effort at times from the bench. Like I'm gonna say from Grady. I'm gonna say from Grady.
Luckily, he had a better game today.
He did. He
He's
did.
lucky. He's lucky.
It's
I
just
didn't want to see him on the court, to be
this
honest.
season, Grady. It's tough. It's honestly, it's tough. Like it's tough. You know what I mean? Quickly, he needs to be more consistent in general. You know what I mean? In general, like quick.
Quickly, he should just be shooting 10 threes a game because he's your best 3-point shooter. I think he should shoot, but when he's off on it, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, it's unbearable to see.
I like Jacoby Walter shooting the three. I can't lie.
I do.
That too, obviously, right? But I like when CMB gets minutes. I like the plus minus differential with CMB on. I'm not gonna lie. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I really like those stats. So I want him to get more minutes because of that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, right? I want Ingram to pass the ball more when there's a double because I'll see him try to spin out of a double. Sometimes like, bobble the ball. Like elite offensive players know when it's time to give it the ball. You know what I mean? Not to
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't like he sticks to that ball too much, man. I don't know, man.
he does, and then he'll get into backing down and a little half spin, and then it's like, okay, the double is there, and you're trying to do too much. The shot clock's winding down. It kind of ruins the flow of the offense. Like, and that happens enough times in the game. You know what I mean? It may not be a turnover, but it's always normally a rush shot, right? And that's just ends up being a bad possession. And multiple bad possessions you lose points here, you lose da 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 da, and by the end of the game, it's like you lost. You're like, how do we lose this game? Da, da, da? And it's because of certain things like that that keep. So it's little things like that, right? I would say, right?
And I want to say this one thing about Scotty. I said I want Scotty to score more. I do. Now the only thing is this. if RJ is going to continue on to this RJ that we're seeing now was the RJ we saw the first like 20 games, 25 games of the season.
Yeah, we were literally like first or second in the standings. Yeah.
Right. That's the RJ we're seeing. So if we see RJ play like this and Brian Ingram can still be your complete player, then I'm okay with Scotty not scoring as much unless the game like needs his offense. They need him
All right.
to
Yeah.
get like to be a little bit forceful on the back end. Like
Yeah.
then I want him to act that way. When the offense gets a little stagnant, I want Scotty to ask for the ball more than anyone else, more than Ingram, more than. But if RJ's gonna do this and you still have Ingram doing his thing, then Scotty could be the Swiss Army knife that he is, play the defense, be a decoy, do all that stuff. I'm all for all of that stuff. But that's what it has to be. So so the thing I was gonna say, I do think in order for this team to maybe make the next step is you got to trade Scott RJ or Ingram. You can't have both
You know, Raptor fans are looking at RJ to trade. If it's
for
RJ,
sure.
then
For
like,
sure. I I'm some days, especially with this Darko offense, if Darko is the coach, then I think it's Ingram you trade
if Darko's the coach, yes.
because Darko, because also you can get more for Ingram right now because he's the more dynamic scorer. Like if you told me, I don't want to say OG because I think OG low key overrated the way sometimes we talk about him, but I'll say this.
I agree with that. Like he's a good player, but I agree with that statement.
If you told me that we could get Ingram for, I'm gonna say Herb Jones and like somebody else, like another like lower contract, let's say, but Ingram and so Ingram for a Herb Jones, and Herb Jones is shooting like what does he shoot? Probably 36%, maybe shooting three. I don't know what that guy's shooting. Let's see, Herb. Oh no, he's not. He's shooting 29%. Don't want that. I don't want that.
Herbert, yeah, he's defender. He's just defense.
I'm more. I'm saying like a three and D wing who can shoot like, and you replace him with Ingram. I think it's good for the squad and things like that. But you're also gonna miss someone if Scotty's not gonna be a 20 point or 20 shot type of guy. You'll need Ingram. You're gonna need him. You're gonna need him. Like it's all depends on Scotty and what he plans on doing with his own offensive career. But maybe if you had another defender, Scotty doesn't have to be all defense all the time.
Facts, facts.
So that's why I can see RJ getting traded. If you trade him for a starter, you can trade him for a starter. But if not, you have Jacoby Walter, who is like a pretty good defender,
Yeah, I like Jacoby. He got bounce.
and he shoots the three. So to me, that's not a bad starting unit for the
I'm not
Raptors.
mad at that. I kind of all I want to say F everything and just trade quickly. Keep everyone else. And just get a new point guard.
I agree. I,
Like that's
I
how I
almost
feel.
agree.
Like,
I was thinking like he got older now, but like I was literally like, what about like if we had a Drew Holiday on the squad?
bro, I think that's we're definitely like we're in the mix. We're in the mix of things. We're a legit team with Drew, Ingram, Scotty, RJ,
Because
Pirtle have to be another backup center because we're gonna lose Mushavelli. You know
yeah,
what
you're
I mean?
losing him. Um, yeah, like I just think like if he was our starting, like yeah, no, I think so. Because he can still guard people pretty well. He can guard people, and then like he can shoot the three at a decent rate, and like you won't be asking a lot out of him. It still helps Scotty defensively. Because now you have him, you have Scotty, and then you also have Pirtle. Like it's not bad. I that's the type of person I would really want. Like
Yeah,
I agree with you.
yeah.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree. But quickly's contract is so bad that
Oh, fuck. Because
him and Pirtle are so hard to trade. Those two guys.
it's
Ingram
like
and RJ are the best people to trade because both the contracts are expiring contracts, like 25 mil, 30 mil.
that's a good one. That quickly was like that contract was like, yo, we value quickly. We just want you to know we value. and we hope by giving you this bread,
You
you're
turn to
gonna
Tyrese
play.
Maxey.
Yeah, you're gonna play to the bread that we give you because you're not worth it at the moment, sort of thing,
They thought
right?
that Tyrese Maxey, man. They generally thought it.
Well, we all did. We all did.
Yeah, it's because Kentucky, right? Booker, Fox, SGA. We thought all that was gonna come, and we're like, yo, we're
That's
getting the
all the
next
good
one.
gods. Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't blame. Let's say I almost don't. I blame the money a little bit, but I don't blame the reasoning.
I know. I hear you, man. I hear you.
Like,
Like Quinn got skills. Like let's keep it. Quinn got skills. He's not bunk, but it's just we want to go over the top. We don't want to remain mid. That's
that's
all it
why,
is.
you know, they couldn't do this trade. But if you could somehow do a massive like 3-4 team trade and somehow can get Dort on the Raptors, that's not bad either.
That's not bad actually. Adding
Right?
defense, he can shoot the three, but his 3-point shooting is up and down. But he'll
Yeah,
bring toughness and defense.
right. And if as long as they're
Oh,
allowing him to do that hacking that he's doing, then I'm all good. Just do the hacking.
yeah,
That's all I want to see.
him and Caruso. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was around the league. And we talked about every single team. Is there anything you want to talk about before we end the pod?
Man, I'm just after the pod. I'm just gonna tune into this Phoenix versus Hornet game. That's all.
Let's see how it ends
This
up.
is, this is for seeding for both teams, so they both need this game.
Definitely both need this game, man. Both need this game. Anything else happened in the league today? Nothing really happened. Nothing happened. Tomorrow's a big game. OKC versus Thunder. Maybe may get chippy again. Maybe Jokic may try to choke somebody.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, this is a potential like playoff atmosphere game. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep,
So
definitely is. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. For YS, it's your boy Mike. Don't forget to share. Peace.